Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the podcast. I'm Steven Rogers.
I'm Andrew Chavone. Hello, everybody.
Hello. We're in your bachelor pad. The giant ring light is back. It's good to be here.
I know, that's my new roommate, Giant Ringo.
Ringo.
Yeah, he brightens my day.
No wonder your curtains are drawn. You don't need any sunlight from the outdoors.
No. But, late announcement, everyone. I'm moving underground. Bringing this ring light with me, and I'll be able to grow crops and raise livestock with the help of this light. No sun needed. Living in a cave. A cave down by the river.
Oh, man. How are you?
I'm good, everybody. So we got a lot of feedback on my dating story about going to the grocery store as a first date. Got a little follow-up.
Oh.
So,
you had to go make some returns?
yeah, we had to return some lettuce. Excuse me, I want my lettuce wilted. This is clearly fresh. What's going on here? What kind of operation are you guys running?
I could grow better lettuce in my cave.
Can and have. Call back to the bat story from
oh my god,
10 episodes ago. That's a live bat story down there. So, anyways, yeah, a lot of good feedback. It went viral. Everyone's talking about it. Sometimes I get credited, sometimes I don't. But
at least there's no resentment in
there's
that
no
sentence.
resentment at all. No, but I actually went on the grocery store date, and after the grocery store date, I didn't talk about this. It was so weird that I was like, all right, let's do something like a museum or something. I don't know. For the next day, let's do the grocery store, except you're not shopping is the museum.
Right.
You know, you look around and you don't buy anything, but you look.
Right. She brought the IKEA bag to put some paintings in.
Yeah, she put a big mummy in there.
I came with this.
Yeah, we're walking out of the museum. Beep, beep, beep. Ma'am, can I search your IKEA bag? A big leg sticking out of it.
Ma'am, is this your jar of internal organs?
I swear, that obelisk. Are you happy to see me, or is there an obelisk in your pants? Oh, my goodness.
No, I swear that's just the staff of Ra.
Those aren't pillows. That
took me a second, but once I got it.
I know, I had no joke. Those are pyramids.
Those
aren't pyramids. Okay, so oh man, that'd be a good idea. A great second date, shoplifting at a museum. High stakes shoplifting.
Look, we already did the boring walk around Wegmans. Let's become art thieves.
Yeah, let's risk a permanent felon on our record.
I've been meaning to tell you, honey. I'm the Pink Panther.
I'm walking out of the museum. Clink, clink, clink. Sir, are you wearing a suit of armor from the 15th century?
What's under that big sweater?
I open up my sweater. You know, a bronze statue falls out. But so we plan on going to a museum, but I guess in New York, I don't know if it's winter or Omicron, on the weekdays, museums close at 5. They have like school hours.
Oh, that's weird.
It is weird.
Because what if somebody wants to go after... Well, I guess...
Yeah. What if somebody wants to go after work, unwind by looking at a painting?
I was going to say that, but I don't think anybody's doing that.
Honey, I had a hard day. I want to go look at some art.
I want to go look at people that had a lot worse days than I did.
Yeah. Look at this plague victim. Make me feel better about whatever spreadsheets.
Maybe... hey, honey, let's go to the museum, and then maybe later you'll let me see your bubonic.
Boobsonic. Oh, bad.
Oh, man.
That's I never heard it said that way, but because bubonic plague is such a horrible thing. You don't stop to laugh about
boobs.
Well,
that's what I'm here for.
Boobs on it. Boobs off it plague.
Dog on it. There's dogs on it. I think that's from something. Anyways,
Each there was a bunch of bubonic plagues. First one was the A, then the B, and then the double D. That's what really wiped people out.
threw their backs out.
That's a plague.
Had to get reductions.
I know. Their chiropractor had a long beak. They had that long beak thing with the scary hat and trench coat. Wow, that seems to be a lot of weight you're carrying around. Actually, it sounded like this.
It's so weird that the doctors back then looked like the crows from Dumbo.
Can you imagine like graduating medical school? Congratulations, here's your giant nose thing.
Don't forget your goggles that go under the mask. Wait, am I a doctor or the vulture?
No, 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 no. They pull. It has like a rubber string. Boink. Thank you. It's the best day of my life.
You think the doctor comes in and goes, "What? You have cancer?" Polly wants to see you in 6 months.
He, you know, that thing with the nose comes and takes a look at you and goes, "Row."
It swallows the whole fish.
Yeah, gulp. It starts. It puts out a glass of water and it gives you a diagnosis as it goes in and out like those bird things.
I'm gonna want to get this removed.
All right. Well, I got out your melanoma and some ticks that were in there. Some termites.
Oh man,
What's that bird that moves up and down? Is that a glass bird? Drinking bird, I think it's called.
is it called drinking bird?
I guess it's just no, they weren't
I
creative.
think whoever made it was drunk.
Did you ever have one of those? I had one of those.
I didn't have one of those. I've seen them, but I haven't.
Yeah, I think I saw one on a cartoon and I was like, I have to have that. And then like dipped
And you're
once.
like, wow, it does exactly what I saw it did. Nothing else.
I'm gonna move on with my life now. Well, wait, there's an outside. I can go out there, look at some birds in real life.
Until I get a ring light.
Yeah. The ring light tech wasn't invented back then. Just had birds.
Oh man.
Yeah, so no museum. They're all canceled, you know. So, or not canceled, but close early.
Close at 5.
Close at 5, you know. And you don't want to go on a museum on a date on a weekend because it's just a bunch of kids like throwing their boogers around like me when I have coffee. Kids like pooping their pants and, you know, what is this? What do you got in your pants? Pollock?
Jackson.
Jackson, yeah. They Jackson themselves. Kids, you know, wandering around screaming, "Oh my God, it's naked!"
Oh yeah, there's so many naked people in the museum.
I know. I remember that.
And the art too.
And the art. I know. I really got to go to a different museum. I really need to get some security at the MoMA. These naked people.
At the MoMA. Sorry.
I do remember that as my first field trip. You know, going to Catholic grade school, very oppressed, or what is it called? Repressed is the word.
French pressed.
French pressed. I do that. That was my French class. They just French pressed us into submission, and then coffee came out of our bodies. But we had to look around the museum. I think I was like 5th grade, and I just remember distinctly the first time seeing like a naked statue. You know?
Yeah.
I remember like, oh my God.
I remember the video in elementary school, them bringing it in and being like, it was like the puberty video.
Oh, okay. This was before that. This was the statues.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't notice any of that.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the museums are like in Syracuse. Probably
Well,
just a big basketball.
They're
and
all so cold that even the naked statues are bundled up.
Can we get a scarf on this, David? It's pretty cold out there. It's already small enough. Can't get any smaller.
I was in the pool.
I was in the pool, Jerry. I was in Syracuse. Syracuse Museum has
Igloos.
an orange.
Oh yeah, the orange exhibit. What'd you have? Giant oysters and
Yeah, giant oysters and a pumpkin. No,
Are pumpkins big over there?
yeah, in the south.
Where you're from?
Yeah, pumpkins and corn and oysters, crabs,
Right.
Old Bay.
Oh, you could see that the crabs on the statues.
Yeah, these are promiscuous statues.
Gotta get the doctor with the beak.
Yeah, he'll eat them off. Going on those field trips. We went to they bussed us up to Washington D.C., which is the first time as a kid going to D.C. was on these field trips. Look out the school bus, building on fire. It's the 90s, like
Yeah.
Building on fire, guy getting mugged. We're like, okay, what? It's just, the trauma. It's like the thing Willy Wonka sends his people in before he goes to the factory.
The rainbow tunnel.
Yeah, that was our trip to the museum itself.
Right.
Looking out the school bus at demilitarized Washington D.C.
Yeah, people are being impaled on the Washington Monument.
Yeah. Because back then, Washington D.C. is a completely different place. Ever since I think the market crashed in 2008 or whatever, the Fed built up, so there's a lot more government jobs. So a lot of people came. But before that, there was like no jobs there. You can only be president or a senator. Bad drug use, bad crime. So
I remember Chappelle or somebody I think it was Chappelle, had a joke about you could look at the White House, but once you turned around, it was terrifying.
That's what it was like. Yeah. And then as a kid, I still had that like mentality of DC was dangerous. And, like when I grew up, people were moving there. I'm like, are you sure? Oh my God, I felt like an old man. Like, you're going to move there? What about the burning trash cans? I mean, New York was the same way. Home Alone 2 New York is completely different from this New York.
This is worse.
This is a much worse place. It's more expensive. I scream like he did when he got in the cab whenever I get my rent bill.
Yeah. That cab driver is the guy that punched me in the face.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I was with you recently at some mic or something, and somebody was talking about getting punched in or something. They're like, man, if I was punched or so. Oh, is that weird mic we did where the guy heckled you?
Oh, yeah.
Someone was talking about being attacked and what you should do, and I looked at you and I'm like, I didn't do any of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I forget what his joke was. I don't think he had one.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, during my wonderful set on that lineup, somebody interrupted me, and it was just a comedian, but I kicked into heckler mode. I'm like, what are you going to do about it? And he just had a Metallica shirt, and I just said, oh, Metallica. And then I moved on.
Right after you did that, he went up and got a drink.
Yeah. And then we were walking home together, and I'm like, yeah, that Metallica thing was weird, huh? How I just attacked him and then said a nice shirt. And he said, yeah, that was pretty weird. Things can throw you off sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Follow up with this lady. Have you made plans?
Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk about. So we made plans for the museum. Text me, museum closes. And then we're going back and forth with ideas. She's like, oh, how about ice skating? And I'm like, no way, no, hell no.
I'm going to guess you can't skate.
I can't skate, and I'm like, been cold for a month, Right. I don't want to be the most cold.
You and your red cheeks, you look like you always just came in from the cold.
Yeah, if my red cheeks, I look like a cardboard cutout of somebody like decorating the ice skating rink.
You look like the drawings of Carolers.
I do. Yeah. I look like an ice skating ad in the 50s. Come to the come to ice skate. I guess I'm sorry. I guess Dave Matthews does the ads now for ice skating.
Oh man. So she says ice skating.
I
You're
say
like,
no.
hell no when the rink freezes over.
And I can't do dinner again because I blew my budget last time when I was super hungry.
Yeah, stocking up for the month.
Yeah. So I'm running out of ideas. Bowling is kind of weird.
And it's hard right now because Omicron's still a thing. A lot of things are shorter.
Yeah, shorter
hours.
or you need like a reservation in advance kind of thing, and definitely not taking her to a comedy show. Can you imagine me going to a comedy show? One of our friends sees us. Hey, look at these guys. Hey, Andrew.
They might try to get you laid.
It's not worth the risk with our friends, our scummy friends.
It's the guy that you said nice shirt to. There you are, you son of...
I've been waiting for my revenge. Look at this.
Look at his shirt.
Oh my God! Didn't it happen in a movie? It did.
Nutty Professor Eddie Murphy takes
Oh yeah.
the lady and Chappelle's on stage, and he roasts the hell out of him.
I remember watching that in the theaters, going, "Man, that's awesome." Eddie Murphy just made fun of his teeth and was actually pretty mean. But you root for him because he got called fat earlier. What was it saying? Oh, so I'm throwing out all these ideas, all bad, or Omicron. So I'm like, as a joke, I go, "Well, need anything from Home Depot?"
Which is the joke you made in the episode.
Which is the joke I made in the episode. And she goes, "You know what? Actually, I could use a drill." And I go,
I think she was doing an innuendo.
"Could really get nailed sometime."
Got any wood?
Got any wood? Got any obelisk? So I'm like,
Bring
well,
your tape measure.
yeah. It's in millimeters. No, I was like, because it's another thing to walk around, and Home
Right.
Depot's up until 9.
Right. Wow.
A lot of time.
It must be singles night.
Singles night. Oh, that's actually at Lowe's. Lowe's is singles night.
Yeah,
'Cause
new
they-
lows.
No, actually, yeah, new Lowe's. Actually, ladies' night is at Lowe's. So they go, "Lo, what a night." all these women in dresses, like picking up things, going, pushing the ladder, again wearing those aprons. Lo, what a night.
Oh man, picking up Drano. Getting sticky pads for mice.
Pouring shots of Elmer's glue, wood glue, Gorilla Glue.
Making it rain sandpaper.
This kind of hurts.
Flip it over. Oh, there we go.
There, it's smooth now. Oh man, what's a whatever. But so now we're going there tonight. So
You're going to Lowe's.
no Home Depot.
Home Depot. Like it made a difference. Oh, no, okay, it's Home Depot.
Oh, it's way
You're
different.
going to Home Depot tonight for a date.
Second date. Hey everybody, we're back. We got some switching the cameras here.
2 episodes in a row. One camera's died, and the other one
May
comes
live. One died, so one may live. Thunderdome.
in. So you're going to Home Depot tonight.
Going to Home Depot in 4 hours.
4 hours. So is she meeting you there? Which one are you going to again?
The one on the Upper East Side, 59th and 3rd.
Okay.
I think that's the only one. I looked.
Oh, in the city, yeah.
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 There's like 10 out here in
Yeah,
Queens.
yeah, in Queens,
Because, we're building our houses every day.
I live in a Home Depot.
We can't afford handymen, so we have to, like, buy our own roof tiles and stuff.
Well, the handymen live in Queens. So
That's true. So they pick
part
up
of-
their supplies and then go to the city to fix rich people's homes.
So you're meeting her there.
Oh, okay. So here's another twist. So I was just suggesting Home Depot, and then she said she was into it, and I said I could pick up some things there. I don't know. And she said, well, why don't we get drinks first? So on me. She said on her.
Whoa.
So I'm like, all right, this is the opposite of the first date.
Right.
The first date was drinks
And then a
grocery store. This is drinks. But then the plan was, now the main plan is Home Depot. Before the main plan was drinks.
Right.
So now it's might be less magical. Well, we'll see, everyone. I'll be drunk around in a Home Depot. I should live stream this somehow.
What time's this date?
6.
6 o'clock drinks, and then Home Depot.
Yeah. Can't stay out too late these days.
You're gonna make a. You're gonna be hammered making a shed.
I know.
In the middle of 59th Avenue.
Look on. Yeah. Check out on the Upper East Side around midnight for a drunk man with a hammer.
You're like, hey, why don't we take this back to my new place?
I'm building one of those like outdoor restaurant areas. This is my new home.
I know this little place around the corner that nobody knows about.
Yeah. Just give me 1 second. Hold on. All right, come on in. The door falls off.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that was just a quick update for everybody. That'd be funny if my only relationship with this woman is just really errands. Well, how funny would that be?
Yeah, the third date is usually getting laid, but you're gonna go do your taxes together.
Yeah, run out of errands too. Laundry, we could do. We'll go to laundromat. Big one. Clothes shopping.
Clothes shopping is good. Returning something.
That's a pain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
the dentist.
Going to one of those big box stores. Target. Container store. Never been there. I don't know what they sell exactly.
Wow. Well, that's. I'm excited for you. I'm actually gonna be in the city, and I'm gonna fight every urge to go to that Home Depot.
You should. Oh, look, I just ran into some person here I never talked to.
You're like, hey, what are you doing here? I'm like, just trying to meet women.
Well, the date goes bad. I can just put the drill in my head and erase that memory.
Lobotomize
myself. Well, this night was horrible. Yeah, it was pretty good. I also don't know math.
I took out the wrong memory. Oh man.
Memory.
Wow.
So exciting stuff. What do you got going on?
Caitlin got a NutriBullet, and
okay.
I'm making smoothies.
I'm only familiar with the magic form.
The magic bullet. This one has more Nutra, and
it also has less JFK.
Yeah, there's splatter all over my kitchen.
Yeah.
The crime scene.
The magic bullet doesn't come with a lid. It just looks like
CSI comes in and decides what you had for breakfast.
Yeah, that conspiracy. The Warren Commission comes in. I
think there was a second raspberry.
Yeah, good raspberry. A lot of greens in here. Was there a grassy knoll thrown in?
Oh man.
So you got a NutriBullet.
Got a NutriBullet, and I was like, whatever. She's like, I'm gonna get this NutriBullet. I'm like, fine, that's whatever. I don't care. And then I realized it's the perfect way to sneak in all the stuff I should be eating but don't want to eat.
Yeah. It becomes tasteless.
It's I'm writing about it, but it's almost, you know how like people you know how people take edibles? They're like, well, this way I can ingest drugs but not have to taste the drugs.
Uh-huh.
I'm doing that with vegetables.
Oh, it's your edible?
And it's great. I'm like a smoothie guy now. I'm constantly having these, and I'm getting obsessed with destroying vegetables.
It is fun, yeah.
It's really great. So now I'm pure. I'm all smoothie right now. This is pure smoothie you're looking at.
How's your output in the bathroom?
My output is.
Does it look like the bullet, or
it looks like I sound like I was shot.
That's my biggest fear. Only drinking smoothies is possibly diarrhea.
I sound like I'm like, oh God, someone help!
Help!
Call somebody.
I need the thing with the beak. Post camera callback.
Oh man, yeah, my output's fine. It's the input that's no.
Input's one thing.
No, I'm loving it.
Cool. So you put McDonald's in there.
I put McDonald's in there and McRib.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that might be pretty good.
Yeah, and then I'm having zero. All my shows are getting canceled.
Yeah, me too. It's terrifying how it feels like the old times. Well, one, it's cold. Shows always get canceled in New York when it's cold.
Sure.
Two, tourists aren't coming to New York. A big part of our audience is tourists. They're not coming here because of Omicron, with rightly so.
Right.
We're like, just disease factory at this point. We're all immune, so we don't know what's going on.
Have you ever eaten at the disease factory?
Oh, yeah. Not a good gift shop.
You can just get a mask with a beak.
Yeah, right. Was your New York Comedy Club show canceled?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All my here's what's happening in the city. I was out last night. I had a show. It got canceled, and the city is as dead as it was the first go around.
I was driving around at 8, and I thought it was like 3 a.m. It was unsettling how little people were walking around. But it is a 3-day holiday. But even so, it was still a Monday.
Well, I argue for comics, it's a little worse than the first go around because there's still shows that do happen.
Yeah, you never know.
And so I'll have a show. I'm excited. I work on my stuff all day. It gets canceled. I go to hang in another show, packed. Everyone's having a good time. I'm like,
well, that's good.
Yeah, it's good for them. I got no shows going on. All my shows are getting canceled. It's crazy.
That gives me hope. At least something's happening.
Yeah,
I mean, some things get off. I don't know.
Yeah. But I go on the road.
Oh, it's my landlord.
Is the cucumber lady?
That's the cucumber, Serbian.
I was going to hit her up about some ingredients for my smoothie. But
I don't know. Freshest. She's good with smoothie ingredients and how to curse somebody who's wronged you. Take this with some hair. Take this candle and.
But now I'm going on the road with Brian starting tomorrow, and I'm gone until Monday. That's why we're recording right now.
Yeah. So
I'm going from 0 shows, just doing mics where everyone stares at me like they're looking at the museum that's closed at 5, and then I'm going to theaters. It's like this weird yo-yo going on right now.
Well, I'm happy you're on the same page as me. Struggling to survive here.
It's really messing with my brain.
Yeah, especially the old days. It was fine with no shows. You didn't expect anything. Now, the expectation that it might happen, and the worst is getting all the way, packing all those warm clothes, taking that subway ride, walking to the venue. Oh, sorry. All right, got to walk back to the subway, take it all home.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just that's mine.
It's like a horrible roller coaster ride.
But I do remember, when I first moved here, or my first year of doing comedy, when I would have to bark for stage time and go, free comedy show. And I remember January, literally, like you could look down either side of the street. You could look down one side of the street on Bleecker in the West Village, and looked all the way down into the Hudson. Yeah. Turn to the left and look all the way down Bleecker to the East River, and literally nobody is around. No one is walking around in this freezing cold. Yeah. And then I would be like, "Can I go home?" No. You want to be a comedian or not? I know. I think comedian has more to do than just yelling on a street to nobody. But actually, no, it doesn't. A lot of similarities here.
Not on Bleecker. Yeah.
But I remember those.
It's looking bleaker.
So when I go to a show now, I have the perspective of, okay, I got there, it's canceled. At least I don't have to stand out for 2 hours.
That's true. That's a good point.
Even though that was 7 years ago at this point, it still gives me that perspective.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I look. The cases are going back down.
Yeah,
and we still have February and half of March to go through.
The cases are going back down, but everyone who had trips canceled them because for good reason, because it was crazy here. We were like the hot spot. So,
but at least New Yorkers will go back out, which will be a good part of it.
Yeah, if they're still here, I don't know. If they moved to Texas.
Good point.
Well, if they're still here, yeah, come check us out.
Yeah, please.
So cool. Yeah, so you're going. What cities are you going to?
I'm going to be. I've already been back by the time this comes out, but I'll have been in Columbus, Wabash or Wabash, Indiana.
There's a college out there.
And then Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, cool. Midwest.
Yeah. Big Midwest. It'd be nice to get away from all the cold.
I know. I wanted to ask you this because I was listening. I guess Brian Regan only has one album on Spotify. Did you know that? And it's just his Brian Regan Live.
He has 3 or something on Spotify, or did, and maybe
they got taken off.
Taken off due to the Spotify.
Because Spotify dropped a lot of people. So now he just has the album with Grade School, Cup of Dirt. Let me just double check that.
That's Brian Regan Live, yeah.
Brian Regan Live, yeah. So, yeah, look.
Oh, man, they got rid of...
Just has this.
Well, hit see discography. Yo, wow, they removed everything else.
So this came out in 1997, which I did not even know. I thought that came out way earlier. 97, no, yeah. So that was his first album was 97?
Yeah.
He had been doing comedy probably for 11 years or...
Something like that, yeah.
Well, it's a... So I want to ask you two...
Swayze.
Patrick Swayze. I want to ask you 2 things.
Yeah.
1, ask him about the Spotify if you even knew. 2, ask him if he ever listens back to Brian Regan Live because he sounds so different. His voice is like 10 octaves higher.
Yeah.
He puts in inflections he never really does anymore.
Yeah. He, I know this. Every time he's going to record a special, we'll go through everything he's ever done to make sure he doesn't repeat anything.
Oh.
So he probably listens to that once a year.
Well, ask him if it's painful to hear, or maybe it's interesting to hear how his voice has changed.
I mean, from the times we've hung out, he's a nerd just like us.
Yeah.
Everything's figured out and calculated, so it might be interesting. I'll ask him, but...
because his voice just sounds different. I wonder if that's, because it comes with being comfortable on stage.
But he listens to his sets, like on his phone.
What you mean after he does them?
Yeah, so I don't think it's as painful for someone that does it that often.
Well, if it's that long ago, though?
Probably. I mean,
so that was 97 was how long ago? If it's 2021, 2022.
2022, so 25?
Yeah, 25 years. Yeah,
oh my God.
That's exactly 25 years.
Oh my God!
Quarter of a decade.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
Wow.
And he's been doing comedy for over 35 years.
Yeah.
From what I remember him telling me.
I mean, I watched a set last night. I'm going through all my old videos. I watched a set from the weekend after my Colbert came out.
Okay.
Brutal.
Oh.
Brutal watch.
Why?
Just because you're better. It's always like that.
Oh, yeah,
Because you're better now.
Well, that's why I wanted to ask you about it. Because his album is pristine joke-wise.
It's killer.
But his voice is so different.
Well, he's a lot young. He's 25 years younger.
Yeah, he's 25 years younger, yeah.
And he's in his 60s right now.
But if I heard that clip and then heard him talk, I wouldn't know it's the same person.
That's
what I don't know.
That's a good point.
So I don't know if that's... But I'd love to know if he likes listening to his Brian Regan Live or doesn't like listening to his Brian Regan Live.
Caitlin got Paramount Plus the
Oh,
other day.
sweet.
Right after you and I talked about it.
So it was a coincidence?
It was a total coincidence.
Oh, wow.
And you told me this, I think. All the Comedy Central half hours are on there.
I know.
And I watched Nick Swartzen. He looks like a child.
He looks like a baby.
He looks like a little kid.
That hour or a half hour or whatever is front to back amazing. He looks completely different.
He looks completely different. And then I haven't gotten to Brian's yet, but I'm going to other people first.
He looks completely different. He also wears like a leather.
He wears a leather jacket.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to watch. I'm not trying to watch all my favorites right in a row. I'm trying to watch all of them.
That's what I would do.
I watched Wanda Sykes this morning. She's married to a man in it.
Oh wow!
And she has long hair.
I remember that one.
And it's good, but it's like, oh my god, it's like a time capsule of all these people.
Yeah, it's Greg Giraldo's is one of my favorite ones.
I know. I'm holding off on that just for when I need. I'm holding off my favorite people for when I really need a laugh.
That special has my favorite joke where he goes, he sees somebody tell a homeless person to get a job, and he's like, yeah, he's wearing his underwear outside of his pants. Pretty sure even the most basic job has the underwear inside the pants rule. And underwear inside the pants rule.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Well, that's cool. Do you mind sharing that with me?
Yeah, I'll get to work on it.
All right.
I don't know the password myself.
Okay.
But I'm working on it.
Okay, maybe I'll have to guess things Caitlin likes.
Well, I won't be on there.
I was going for that joke.
Got a better chance trying Bowie.
All right. So I got another dating story.
Please.
So I told about the walking date before that went nowhere. The errands date. I got a third separate person. This person.
Sure, I understand.
Come on, Siri.
She's jealous. She doesn't understand how you're getting all these dates.
It's like
she
Mark,
just roasted you.
It's like Mark Norman's joke.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where,
Alexa and Siri.
Alexa and Siri.
Why don't you ask Siri?
She's in your pants. So a different date. So this woman brought her dog for their first date, which is pretty.
Wow, she needed. She didn't feel safe.
She needed emotional support for dating me, going on one day with me.
Only he's humping my leg tonight.
Right. Don't try anything, buddy. She hasn't had her shots. The bouncer checks the vaccine card, asks the dog for his worms medication card.
Can I see your tags?
Oh, okay. 2. All right, you're illegal. No, 3.
3.
3 here. If you can come in here. Sounds like someone knock on the door, right? But that was something.
No,
else.
I think they're building something right in your hallway.
They're building a shed.
They went to Home Depot.
So I was like, okay, whatever. What made me mad is the dog is under the table. This woman would take a bite of food, immediately go under the table, give it to the dog. You know, like one for me, one for this, one for me, one for this. And I'm like, and I knew I was probably gonna have to pay for this. I'm like, I felt like George, you know. I'm like, I'm not paying for this dog. I'm not paying the dog food.
You know what's crazy? No doggy bag.
That's true. Yeah, the doggy bag is literally the dog
under the table.
Is the inside of the dog's stomach.
Can I have some of that? I'm taking it home for my dog. Then maybe you pay. Maybe you pay for it.
Was that Curb? Oh my God, similar.
Yeah, exactly.
John's gonna eat that steak or whatever it was.
I'm just saying, 2 slices for me, 3 for your dog.
Yes, I forgot about that, but I had a similar thought where that dog can eat just crap.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you feeding them the food we're eating.
Yeah.
And plus, like, I'm sure like dog is happy now, but it's not gonna be happy in a year when it has heart, diabetes or whatever.
I know. When it's when it's 20, when it's 28.
When it's 28 and when it's 4.
When it's 4 years old.
That if there was a dog Beatles, they'd be like, "When I was 4."
Will you still love me when I'm 6?
You still love me when I'm 6. The Barkles. Boo doo doo doo, boo 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 boo.
Oh
When
man,
I'm
baby,
free-
you can hump my leg.
Let me hold your paw.
We all chasing a yellow frisbee.
That's pretty good. Yellow frisbee, yellow taxi, yellow.
Oh, yellow taxi's great.
Talk about taxman, postman,
Wow.
postman.
Postman. Taxman's a deep cut. Very good.
Yeah, I never liked that one.
It was fine. I got a Beatles vinyl coming in the mail.
Oh, awesome!
Oh, I can't wait.
What album?
I got the Blue album. I think it's called Blue, where it's a lot of hits in one.
Oh, okay,
album.
a collection.
Yeah, I think it's called. I don't think it's called Blue Album, but Blue's in the title. It's the one where they're looking over the balcony.
I don't know.
Oh, it's a lot of. It's like dates. Their hits from this date to this date.
Oh,
and it's
cool.
like four sides.
Yeah, I was listening to the White Album, and it's crazy. You have like a supersonic hit, and then you have like a thing that doesn't make sense. Supersonic hit.
Yeah.
It's like a weird song. I don't know.
Are you thinking of Obla Di Obla Da?
I love that one.
Because that's a hit.
That's a hit
killer.
right there. Opens with Back in the USSR.
Yes.
Like classic. Even has like the first heavy metal like riff because it like toward the end it goes. Where I'm like, damn, that was 1968.
It's so good.
And then it's got like some song that like
I
hurts your ears.
I gotta tell you, vinyls has helped me get Caitlin's respect on my music taste.
Okay.
Because I'm getting albums for myself now because I'm like, this is amazing. And I got a Stones album.
Oh.
And I put it on, and she's like, oh my God, this is great. And she's like, which album is this? And she's asking me all these questions, and I'm like, yeah, you got to hear my music on a record player.
You know what? Sounds like you got her under your thumb. Boo doo 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 boo.
Oh man,
What were we talking about the Beatles for again? Oh, the dog. Oh, the dog. The dog story.
oh man.
What was?
So
first
bite for her, bite for dog.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God. I was like noodles or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I was like cringing, and she goes, "Wow, the dog really likes this." I'm like, I mean, that's an insult to the chef. I mean, oh yeah, the dog likes this. It also likes freeze-dried fish heads. And
I saw you eat him frozen turd out front.
yeah, that's right. He was chewing on a stick earlier. I seemed to like that too.
He likes breadsticks, tree sticks, old fish sticks.
Old fish sticks. Old chicken bone he finds behind the fridge. Whatever's in dry dog food, which I assume is like, parts you can't use in a hot dog.
That's funny.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, they don't. They eat it up. It's slop.
That's like that Steve Martin joke. They're like, don't you know what's in hot dogs? And he's like, well, I happen to love pig lips.
What? What did he say?
He's like, it's on his album. He's like, I love hot dogs. And people are like, don't you know what's in hot dogs? And he's like, I love animal lips. So,
oh, okay. He acknowledges it and doubles down.
Yeah, it's funny.
Jim Gaffigan has a joke where it's like, do you know what's in McNuggets? I don't know, but it's delicious.
And then our favorite one, I got to go to the bathroom. Popeyes.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they call it Popeyes, because when you eat it, you're like, I got to go to the bathroom.
Your eyes pop out.
Oh,
that's so great. Oh, my God. Oh, so
dog lady.
What do you feel about that as a date with a dog?
See, I'm more of a sucker for animals than you are.
Oh.
So I would have been all over the... What kind of dog was it?
Like a little freak
dog.
dog.
Oh, I like big dogs, and I cannot lie. But I
like big ones.
Yeah.
Like one where they can pull up a chair and sit down. Yeah, let me get right here.
So what do you do?
Yeah. Puts its paws on. You gonna meat finish that?
Yeah, it's like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
Eats
yeah.
a big sandwich.
I like my dogs that have a lot of bread and meat and stuff.
I guess the dog would be fine. I would have said something.
I go, is it okay to feed him all that? Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm right.
Another table you hear.
Yeah, on a table that's just wheezing because its cholesterol is so high. And then also, this is the point, the thing I liked. She's like, I know, I just spoil it like it's a child. I'm like, well, it's under the table and eating out of your hand.
Yeah, and not really giving it any nutrients for growth.
Right, that too. But can you imagine like going out with your family? All right, kids under the table.
Yeah, and then
Maybe we'll drop something.
Sit.
Kids, don't get up here. Get down there.
Yeah. Get off his leg. You have to go outside and go to the bathroom yet? Yeah, I guess that's weird. And the dog was there the whole day, so you had dinner.
Yeah, I just went home.
With the dog?
Yeah, kidnapped it. You're
Wow.
free now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so not big on pets now. I don't know. Pets.
Love a pet.
Yeah. But you got a pet together. You didn't have one.
But I would have gotten a pet by myself at this point in my life.
You just got one 2 years ago, and it was because the pandemic happened.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I always want a pet.
Okay.
So even if I would have ended, I was fighting for dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then, well, here's the thing. Kate, I was writing about this the other day because a second cat is in our future.
You keep teasing that, but
Yeah, but we got an email the other day.
it's going to be those hairless ones?
It's gonna be a hairless cat.
Mm.
And
What's the name going to be?
we're tossing them around. I really like Frankie,
Okay.
and she pitched Frankie,
Oh.
and I really like it. But then I was like, "Oh, sweet, we're gonna get Frankie," and she's like, "Oh, I don't know if I like that name anymore."
You don't like him being named like a New Jersey mobster?
Well,
Frankie!
it was gonna be Frank.
Frankie the bald guy.
Frank after Frank Barone from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, that's
the
good.
bald dad.
He's bald.
Oh, but maybe I could get her to do Larry.
That's funny. That's really good.
Oh,
Anything but
man.
Mr. Bigglesworth. That's on,
No,
that's
no,
on the
it's
nose.
so hack.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Larry's good. Frank.
what's it? But I have a Uncle Frankie that's bald, so it's also like a double joke for me.
I like that. I like when the names you can get multiple uses out of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited about. But yeah, cat in the future, maybe March. We're looking.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to bring it during the cold.
No, yeah. I mean, it's always gonna be cold for this cat.
That's true, yeah. Bo's going to be like, what the heck? Bo's going to be confused.
What are we at here?
We're almost at time.
Okay.
We got one topic here, everybody.
Great. I'll check email while we.
Okay. All right, we got one topic. Does anyone wish they could wish they could go back in time to when they were a kid just be like oblivious? All the time, yeah. I think,
Yeah.
I'd love to be a kid again. Not even knowing what I know. You know, like a lot of people want to go back into time. If I went back in time knowing everything I know now, I mean, I would be too anxious if I did that because I'd be trying to invest in Tesla and stuff, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
You're trying to, like, be the first 12-year-old to open a Fidelity account. But I'd be too stressed out over my numbers and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I wish that all the time.
Yeah, a time where you have no bills, no obligations. You just show up and there's food.
I can pick my nose.
Yeah.
It's more acceptable.
Pick your nose. It's perfectly acceptable to have action figures and watch cartoons while you play with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and-
Now it's a little more risque.
Yeah, but I think that's why I'm willing to watch. Like you were watching the X-Men
Yeah.
cartoons. It's fun to watch that stuff because it's the closest you can get to feeling like a kid again.
Yeah, you're like, I remember when I was young watching this, also being confused over whatever these things are doing.
Yeah, I feel like I want to be a kid all the time. So that's
That's
normal.
the dream, is to make enough money. I mean, that's what Michael Jackson's dream was. Pretty one-sided dream.
Yeah.
But the no, the dream is to make enough money where you can do whatever you want, not be told what to do. The dream is to become a kid again. Have people to yell at you instead of your mom and dad. You have a butler and a maid.
Yeah.
It is. We're just trying to work really hard now to regress to being 8. That's why people have man caves. A man cave is just what your childhood bedroom.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
Except your wife can't yell at you.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we all relate to that.
Yeah, and no anxiety really. I mean, of course, it's bullied and
easier anxiety. Like
Yeah.
it was just a scary movie, not life.
Yeah, I had to be a sweet spot in my childhood before bullying existed. Would all be pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, 4th, 5th grade.
Yeah, I think I had it as long as I can remember.
Yeah, it's like a bad Goodfellas. As long as I remember, I was made fun of.
I wish I just wanted to be a gangster. Yeah, no emails.
All right. Okay, well, that's time. Well, we didn't get a lot of time for people to write in, but because we recorded literally 2 days after it was released, or 1 day after it was released. So if you have your topics, email panicattackingpodcast@gmail.com. DM us on Twitter or Instagram, any topic you may be having and want us to discuss. Shout out to everyone on our Patreon, and $5 a month gets you 4 bonus episodes a month. And the one we recorded Saturday, we were drinking and watched episode of the match game. It ended up being 2 hours long.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah.
And people wrote some nice things about it. People liked it.
Yeah, we had a debate whether Super Dave was funny, and I think you won out. I don't want to give the answer away, but check out, if you want to interested in that, check out the Patreon, everybody. And that's it. YouTube and all the links in the description are going to be in the description, everybody.
Yeah, check it out. And thank you for listening, everybody.
Thanks so much.